James, it goes without saying now, with into the second half of the season, the situation in the league, every game is obviously a big game. But given how the last two results have gone, and no goals scored either, is there more pressure?
No, I feel like the pressure's been like this for a few weeks now. I think they run a 10 games where we didn't win a game. You know, the pressure was building and building. I think we've won 2 in 4, which it's a big improvement than the previous start of the season. So now hopefully we can turn it around. It's obviously a huge game, but I think the game here at the start of the season there wasn't much between the teams, but they've gone on and took the points where we haven't.
Psychologically, how important were those 2 wins over Christmas? Because in the dressing room, you must have started to think the worst.
Yeah, it's massive. It's just nice to win games. Winning games, it gives you a bit of confidence, and the week leading up to the next game, everyone's in a better mood. So yeah, like I say, to win 2 in 4 it's better from us, but we need more if we want to stay in the division.
Given that, then, how much of a blow is it to lose over the last week or so your 2 leading strikers?
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. We struggle to score goals as it is, to have them missing for a while. It's going to be tough, but thankfully it is January, and the gaffer can do something in the transfer market, hopefully to help us out. But as players, we've got to deal with the squad that we've got, and we're working hard to hopefully get the victory on Sunday.
As a defender and part of the defensive unit in the team, in situations like this, do you come together and sort of take it on your own shoulders and say, right, if we're struggling to score goals, it's up to us to make sure we don't give any away?
Yeah, I think it's important. I don't think we've kept as many clean sheets as we have done last season, which has made it a bit more difficult for ourselves. If we concede, then we have struggled to score and get back into games. So yeah, if we can make an improvement on that, then help the lads out further forward, then we'll be working hard to do that.
And how do you prepare for a challenge such as the one as West Ham posed, with somebody like Andy Carroll, who he's 6'4" or 6'5", whatever, and he's quick on his feet as well?
Yeah, it's not something you come up against every week, and since he's come back from injury, he's been in great form. So yeah, it will be difficult, but Andy's someone I've played against since I was 8 or 9, growing up at Man United while he was at Newcastle. So hopefully I've played against him enough to know how to deal with it.
You're not as big as him, as you say. You have come up against him on however many times previously. What problems as a defender does he pose for you?
I think on the ground he's he's no different to anyone else. It's obviously his height that causes the problem. But if you can get close to him and get people around him, then it's a way of counteracting that.
Is there any banter between the two of you, given your history?
No, I've played against him for a long time, but he's not someone that I know. But no, it's going to be a difficult game, because he has been in such great form.
But in terms of the league as well, the position you find yourselves in, if you can get a result this weekend, that can sort of catapult you up there, can't it?
Yeah, a win on Sunday will be huge. It's a difficult game, like you say, but I think there's 5 points separating bottom from 12th, and we all know that, and we're not quite panicking yet. We know if we can get a couple of wins, then we'll be out of the position that we're in.
Thank you.
No problem.
When you were playing up against Andy Carroll as an 8, 9-year-old or whatever, was he always a big, gangly, strapping lad, or is he sort of shot up at...
No, he's always seemed to have been that tall, but it wasn't hard to be bigger than me, to be honest. So.
You started as centre-back, didn't you, really?
What do you mean started as a centre-back? I am a centre-back.
That's true. Were you also on the right-hand side as well?
Yeah, it's right-back's not my favourite position, but I will play anywhere the gaffer wants me to, and I think being able to play in different positions has helped me to get more games.
What about your goal scoring then? You need another goal. You haven't scored since the Sunderland game.
No, I'm fairly pleased with my return so far. I don't think I've scored more than 2 in a season while I've been here, and I've given myself a good chance to achieve more than that this season. So hopefully I can get a couple more.
And what about training this week? Because you've had 8 senior players out. You might have Gaston and Shoney's back today. But, I mean, you've had 8 senior players out. It's been quiet in training. Fewer people knocking around.
No, they're all still there trying to get back fit, but there's not been as many outside, and I think training has had to been a bit lighter and a bit less physical because we are short on numbers, but we're still working hard and working to get the victory on Sunday.
What was the feeling like in the dressing room after the West Brom game, given that you would have probably, until the indirect free kick, thought you were on for a 0-0 draw?
Yeah, I don't think we deserved to win that game, but I think that we've been making the odd mistake like we did on Saturday this season that we perhaps didn't last year, which is where our downfall has been, and losing to teams that are around us at the moment, which we seem to beat last year. So yeah, it was a disappointing dressing room on Saturday, but like we say, there's 5 points between 8 teams, so we're all confident that we can get out of this situation.